Hello, everyone. I'm Sign1News anchor Martha Anger. Here's a quick look at the top trending stories making headlines today. If you post an interesting comment during this update, we may add it at the bottom of the screen. There was chaos and panic over the weekend as Russian forces expanded their deadly invasion across Ukraine, including a Russian airstrike on a large military base just miles from the border with Poland, a member of NATO. The attack killed at least 35 people and wounded more than 130. This video was released showing Ukraine President Volodymyr Zelensky visiting injured soldiers in the hospital, but he did not disclose when and where the visit took place to ensure the soldiers' safety. And now U.S. officials tell CNN that Russia has asked China for military support, including drones, as well as economic assistance. Officials did not give details of China's reaction, but indicated China has responded to Russia's request. The United Nations says more than 2.7 million Ukrainians have fled their home since the Russian invasion. Russia appears to be escalating its attacks against Ukraine's capital city of Kyiv, using missile and airstrikes to damage the north and south of the city. Ukrainian officials say several people were killed over the weekend as they tried to flee the beleaguered city. But the mayor of Kyiv, Vitaly Klitschko, and his twin brother, former boxing champion Vladimir Klitschko, say they are staying to fight and they will defend their country until the last drop of blood. The gun that Kyle Rittenhouse used to kill 2 people and wound another in August 2020 has now been destroyed. The Kenosha Police Department released this video showing the Wisconsin crime lab putting the assault rifle in what looks like a small metal wood chipper, and the gun coming out of the bottom in tiny pieces. The gun's destruction was a result of an agreement between Rittenhouse, his defense attorneys, Kenosha County prosecutors, and Dominic Black. Black was the one who initially bought the gun for Rittenhouse. In November last year, Rittenhouse was acquitted of killing 2 people and shooting another during unrest in Kenosha, Wisconsin. This week is beginning with some big pandemic updates that could affect your life. The first update is Pfizer says you might need a 4th COVID vaccine booster shot, saying the protection you're getting from the 3rd shot is good for preventing hospitalizations and deaths, but not enough to fight against infections and doesn't last very long. If you have children, these next 2 items are for you. Pfizer says it hopes to have a COVID-19 treatment available for most kids before they head back to school this fall in the form of an antiviral pill. And if your kids are younger than 5, Pfizer is working to have a vaccine ready by May. Sign1News is partnering with the American Heart Association to offer our Sign1News viewers quick heart-healthy tips every week. Remember, if there is a health topic you'd like more information about, just let us know, and we'll see if we can get it into the show. This week's heart health tip: a poor diet can increase your risk of cardiovascular disease and death from cardiovascular disease. A recent study of nearly 13,000 adults in China revealed eating protein from a wide range of sources was associated with a lower risk of developing hypertension, also known as high blood pressure. If you recall, high blood pressure is when your blood pressure, the force of blood flowing through your blood vessels, is consistently too high. To lower blood pressure, the AHA advises people to eat 2 servings or 5.5 ounces of protein daily. Foods rich in protein include lean meat, fish, dairy products, beans, eggs, and vegetables like asparagus and spinach. Consuming a balanced diet with protein from diverse food sources may help prevent new cases of hypertension. And that's your AHA Heart Health Tip of the Week. Well, guess what? Tom Brady's retirement did not last long. The 7-time Super Bowl champion announced he will return to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers next season. Brady tweeted that he realizes his place is on the field, not in the stands. And he closed his tweet by saying, "I'm coming back for my 23rd season in Tampa. Unfinished business, LFG," which means let's effing go. The Buccaneers simply tweeted, "He's back." North Las Vegas police officer Nicholas Quintana and his wife jumped from having 0 children to 5 after Officer Quintana answered a dispatch call of shots fired at a home. Police say a woman shot and killed her ex-husband while their children, ranging in ages 6 to 17, were in the home. The traumatic experience is something Quintana could relate to because his own father was killed by a relative when he was just a child, and he felt compelled to help these kids face their trauma. He also knew 5 children had a slim chance of being taken into foster care together, so he and his wife invited the kids to live with them. Quintana says his biggest challenge is becoming a father overnight, but his biggest fear is failing. He did not have a father growing up, and he doesn't want to fail as a father for these children. Sign1News will be broadcasting updates Monday through Friday. And then this Saturday at 6 p.m. Eastern Time, join us for a live panel of diverse guests to discuss the hot topics of the week. A big thank you to our Sign1News app supporters. You help make this broadcast happen. You can download the Sign1News app by heading to the App Store or Google Play Store on your smartphone. And you can also watch on Apple TV, Amazon, and Roku.